Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, little bit.
Good morning, Dad.
Good morning. We have a lot to talk about. But of course, first things first. Glenfiddich Single Malt Scotch, 14-year Bourbon Barrel Reserve. Welcome back to Craft Computing, everyone. As always, I'm Jeff. I posted the first video to this channel in July of 2017, and it has been a wild ride between then and now. 10,500,000 views, 126,000 subscribers, 172 members on my Patreon, and I just hit a milestone I never thought I would achieve. On May 1st of this year, I tendered my resignation effective June 30th, which means as of right now, I'm a full-time content creator. I had the whole intro to this video scripted out in my head already, but from here on out, it's just going to be me winging it, so bear with me. I've never been more excited, or quite honestly more terrified in my entire life, because I've never ventured into an area like this. I mean, I've made money on the side here and there, but I've always had a full-time job pretty much since the time I was 17 years old. I'm trading in what was a pretty good and very long 13-and-a-half-year career to make videos for YouTube. It's a doubly frightening proposition because it's not just myself making this leap. It's my family. It's my wife. It's my two daughters. This is a scary time when all of a sudden you go from a very steady income to maybe not so certain. My wife and I had a conversation very early on about what this channel is and what this channel could become. And I started this channel just to be an outlet for my hobby. I was always buying used equipment on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and eBay, and experimenting with different types of builds and trying to do things that were outside the box. And honestly, just a way to keep myself fresh with my own IT knowledge. Getting set up with a home server and doing some home lab stuff, that allowed me to experiment with professional tools that actually did help me in my progression of my career. But we had a conversation early on when I started producing that this would only be a hobby unless it started turning into something more. And very quickly, craft computing started turning into something more. From July to December of 2017, I earned about 900 subscribers, but I already had a number of videos that were well over 30,000 views. I like to consider it hitting above my weight class, but they were just videos that resonated with what would become my core audience. Between January and March 2018, I gained 10,000 subscribers, a lot of it on the backs of my FreeNAS tutorials and also my exploration into SteamOS. So it was in March of that year that I upgraded from, well, this camera right here to this camera right here, and started putting a little bit more time and effort into my videos. And then literally, the second video I ever filmed with my Sony a6000 has 2.4 million views today. Over the 3 months that followed, I went from 10,000 subscribers to 50,000 subscribers. And really since that time, this has been the end goal. So what does this mean in the very near future for craft computing? Well, quite honestly, I hope not a lot changes, other than you're going to see a lot more of my face. Sorry about that. The last 2 years, about 40 to 50 hours of my week has gone to work, and then another 20 to 30 hours has gone into producing craft computing content on nights and weekends. The immediate change is now I can spend 40 to 50 hours per week in this room producing content for craft computing. And now I get my nights and weekends back. So now at the end of every video, when I say if you want to chat with myself or any of the other hosts from Talking Heads, think about joining the Patreon. Link is down in the video description. I really mean you're literally going to be helping me keep the lights on around here. And seriously, go click that link down in the video description. So where do I see the future of craft computing? Honestly, I'm not quite sure yet. I really enjoy where I'm at, and that is being a one-man shop, having full creative control over everything. And I don't think I'll ever give that up. I don't have any aspirations to be the next Linus Tech Tips or anything like that. But at the same time, I know I could do more with more hands on board. But I'm someone who really enjoys being on camera and doing a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, doing all the research and building and experimenting that goes into the videos that I produce. And just as much of that, I like the videography, I like the editing, and I hope that you guys enjoy the content that I produce. And one day I may end up hiring a shop hand or two, or possibly even a dedicated editor, just so I can take a load off of one aspect of my work so I can do other aspects of the work that help content keep coming to the channel. And I don't think I have any much more to say other than thank you guys. Thank you. It's because of you guys watching, it's because of you guys liking, subscribing, sharing, joining the Patreon, getting on the Discord, that I'm able to do this, that I have this opportunity to be able to stay home more with my family, work from home, and still be able to make a living and provide for them. As for what are my plans right now? Well, right now, I'm going to finish this delicious 14-year Scotch, which was put into barrels the same year that I started my career. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to have dinner with my family. I'm going to wake up at 7 in the morning, take the dog for a walk. I'll be in my office by 8 o'clock, and I'll get to work. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.